All right, so the next thing we're going to talk about, which is not actually part of the foundational marketing framework, it's a part of a framework that you should have, but it's not part of what I sell as the foundational marketing framework. The framework itself is an AI persona, a lead magnet, an email series, video scripts, social media posts, and SEO blog posts. That's the content, that's the framework, that's what I sell. Now, a website I also sell separately, and I encourage people as a marketer to have a powerful website, but it's not part of the framework. However, it's not part of what I sell as the framework. Now, having a website is important, but it's a separate thing. I can bundle it together with the foundational marketing framework and a website, but all that to say, a website is very, very important. And some people say that you don't need a website if you have a Google business profile, if you have a Facebook page. And I would actually say that sometimes, depending on your goal and what you do with your website, it does make sense to have a Facebook page or a Google business profile versus a website. And that's only because most people, most business owners use websites incorrectly. They don't actually make them powerful and useful and efficient and effective as they should. So a website, most business owners think that if the website looks nice and it has their contact information, then that's the point of a website. Now, I would contend that that is something that you can replace with a Facebook page or a Google business profile. Those two things have the ability to share your contact information, and they look good enough. They're well used, universally used, Google and Facebook, two of the biggest companies in the world. People on social media are using both of them, and they can find you and your company with those two things. Now, the problem is renting versus owning. Now, in real estate, as a consumer, as a homeowner, people say that you should own your own home instead of renting, because then you're not throwing away money. You're throwing money towards owning a house versus paying off somebody else's house. The concept of rent versus own is very clear in real estate, and it's the same thing with your marketing assets. If you are using Facebook and Google to drive all your business, to collect leads, to do everything, you are renting other people's platforms, which is, they're powerful and they're great and they're here today, but they could be gone tomorrow. Legislation could shut them down. Zuckerberg could go off on an island and shut down Facebook at any point in time. Google could go away. Something new could come into town, and then you got to shift platforms. So creating something that you own, that you house on, there's servers that host a website that you own. It's your asset. It's your house. It's something that you own and people cannot take from you. When you're driving traffic to it, it's your traffic versus borrowing it from somebody else. You can borrow and pay for traffic going to Facebook and Google in the form of paid ads, but in order to own your own platform, that's where a website comes into play. And a website is a good idea if you're using it properly. If you're not using it properly, it's not a good idea. Don't waste your money. Stick with Google and Facebook. It can be effective. If you are to buy a website and pay for a website or build a website on your own, it needs to have a few components. And I just want to talk about it. The core offer that we make available when we sell websites to people, which is incredibly valuable. Number one, it has to be mobile friendly. In this day and age, most people are scrolling websites on their phone with their thumb, and it has to be mobile friendly. You'd be amazed at how many websites are out there where the interaction on your phone is very, very difficult, on a tablet, etc. So it has to be mobile friendly, number one. And most people get that as well. It looks good as contact information is mobile optimized. Most people get that, but you'd be surprised. So number one, strategic benefits of a website, being mobile optimized. Also, being SEO optimized, search engine optimization. When people search on Google, Bing, Yahoo, whatever, for the thing that you sell, are they finding you? Is your website set up so that it loads fast and it has SEO components? There is a very, very specific framework, and I can talk about that in a different video, of how SEO works, how people can organically, without putting paid ads towards it, find your content if your website is built in a way that is SEO optimized. So number one, mobile friendly. Number two, SEO optimized. And number three, the most important, captures leads. We talked about a lead capture, a lead magnet on your website before, and I talked about using an AI persona to create a lead magnet and putting your lead magnet on your website. On the back end of people opting into a lead magnet is an email nurture sequence, and that's all part of the framework. But if you don't have somewhere to put a lead magnet on a website, then you can't have a lead magnet at all. You can get a standalone landing page, I suppose, from different things, but you might as well have a lead generating, SEO optimized, mobile friendly website that you own, and you're not renting space from a social media platform, which is, you can do that and it's fine until until it gets pulled from you, unless they change the rules or legislation or whatever. It's their data, not yours. That's why it's free. Facebook will always be free because they make money on your data. So just know that if you were to own your own website and it worked well and it drove traffic to your site through organic means or paid ads and captures leads, that is a powerful mechanism. So a website is an additional component to the framework, but it's necessary in order to house a lead magnet. So just know that they work together hand in hand. It can be very effective. 97% of business owners don't use their website effectively, and we'd love to help you to create a mobile friendly, SEO optimized lead capturing website for your business.